Many older men assume that when a younger woman smiles at them, it's simply out of politeness, or worse, has no real significance at all. But this assumption often blinds them to a deeper truth. The reality is that these smiles are not always random. They carry meaning, whether subconscious or intentional. Some younger women are naturally warm and expressive, but others may be signaling admiration, curiosity, or even attraction. In this video, we'll explore why younger women might be smiling at older men and what that truly means. A smile is a powerful form of communication. It can express kindness, respect, or even flirtation. While some smiles are purely social gestures, others hint at deeper psychological dynamics. Many younger women find maturity, confidence, and life experience attractive, qualities that older men often embody. A smile can be a subtle way of acknowledging these qualities. In some cases, younger women may feel a sense of security and emotional stability around older men, leading to a more genuine expression of warmth and interest. If you've ever wondered whether a smile was just friendliness or something more, this video is for you. Let's break down the psychology behind it and uncover the reasons why younger women may be drawn to older men in ways you never considered before. The first reason, confidence is irresistible. Imagine you're standing in a coffee shop, calmly waiting for your order. You're not fidgeting with your phone, not nervously adjusting your clothes, and not trying to seek attention. You're simply existing in a space with quiet confidence. A younger woman glances at you and smiles. Why? Confidence is one of the most attractive qualities in a man. Unlike younger men, who may still be navigating their identity and self-worth, older men often exude an effortless self-assurance. They know who they are and don't feel the need to prove themselves to anyone. That kind of presence is magnetic. It commands attention without asking for it. Human attraction is deeply rooted in psychology. When someone carries themselves with confidence, it signals strength, competence, and emotional stability. These are qualities that, consciously or subconsciously, people find appealing. From an evolutionary standpoint, confidence suggests that a man is capable of handling life's challenges, making sound decisions, and providing security. Women, in particular, are naturally drawn to traits that indicate stability and maturity. It's not necessarily about wealth or physical appearance, it's about how a man presents himself. Moreover, confidence is contagious. When you're around someone who is sure of themselves, you feel more comfortable, safe, and at ease. A confident presence can turn an ordinary conversation into an engaging, memorable experience. It's important to distinguish confidence from arrogance. Confidence is quiet, steady, and self-assured. Arrogance, on the other hand, is loud, defensive, and often insecure. A confident man listens more than he speaks, does not feel the need to dominate a conversation, accepts his flaws and does not try to hide them, is comfortable in his own skin and does not seek validation. An arrogant man constantly seeks to prove his worth, talks over others to appear superior, overcompensates for insecurities by bragging, seeks approval and gets defensive when questioned. Women, and people in general, can sense this difference immediately. The more secure you are in yourself, the less you need to showcase your strengths. True confidence doesn't need a spotlight, it shines on its own. Confidence isn't something people are born with. It is cultivated over time through life experiences. Older men often have an advantage in this area because they have faced life's ups and downs, made mistakes, learned from them, and grown stronger as a result. Consider the wisdom gained from decades of work, relationships, failures, and successes. Every challenge overcome builds resilience. Every lesson learned adds depth to one's character. By the time a man reaches his 50s or 60s, he has a lifetime of experience that shapes his perspective, making him naturally more confident. One of the most powerful aspects of confidence is the ability to embrace one's imperfections. A confident man doesn't need to pretend to be flawless. He accepts his strengths and weaknesses alike, which makes him even more appealing. Confidence is not exclusive to older men. It can be developed at any stage of life. Here are some key ways to build and maintain self-assurance. 1. Improve your posture and body language. Your body communicates before you even say a word. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and maintain eye contact. A confident posture not only makes you look more self-assured, but also makes you feel more powerful. 2. Dress with purpose. You don't have to follow trends, but wearing well-fitted, clean, and intentional clothing can make a huge difference in how you perceive yourself and how others see you. A sharp, well-groomed appearance signals self-respect and confidence. 3. Master the art of listening. Confident people don't feel the need to dominate conversations. They listen, ask thoughtful questions, and engage with genuine curiosity. This makes them more likable and approachable. 4. Speak with clarity and purpose. Mumbling, filler words, or hesitating too much can make you appear unsure. Instead, practice speaking with a steady voice and clear intent. You don't have to rush. Pauses can add weight to your words. 5. Embrace failure as a learning tool. A truly confident person doesn't fear failure. Instead, he views setbacks as opportunities for growth. The more comfortable you become with failure, the less it will shake your confidence. 6. Stay physically and mentally active. Confidence isn't just about mindset, it's also about energy and vitality. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, and mental stimulation, such as reading or learning new skills, keep you sharp and engaged with life. 7. Develop a strong sense of purpose. Whether it's a career, a passion project, or community involvement, having a sense of purpose gives you a reason to wake up every day with confidence. People who feel fulfilled radiate positive energy. 8. Avoid seeking external validation. Confident men don't need constant approval from others. They make decisions based on their own values and experiences. The less you depend on outside validation, the more attractive you become. Confidence is not just attractive in social settings, it also plays a huge role in romantic relationships. Women are drawn to men who are emotionally stable, secure in themselves, and unafraid to be vulnerable. A confident man does not play games or seek to manipulate, communicates openly and honestly, provides emotional support without being overbearing, stands his ground but also respects others' opinions. In contrast, insecurity can create tension in relationships. A man who constantly doubts himself or needs excessive reassurance can become emotionally draining. Confidence, when balanced with humility, fosters a strong, healthy connection. I once knew a man in his 60s who carried himself with such grace that people naturally gravitated toward him. He never boasted, never sought approval, yet everyone respected him. Younger women often smiled at him, and not just out of politeness, but because his confidence made him stand out. He wasn't the loudest person in the room, he wasn't the wealthiest or the most physically imposing, but his presence was powerful. His words carried weight because he spoke with purpose. His silence was just as meaningful as his words. He had a way of making others feel valued simply by being fully present in the moment. This is the kind of confidence that leaves a lasting impression. It's not about proving something, it's about knowing yourself deeply and moving through life with quiet assurance. Confidence is truly irresistible. It has nothing to do with age, wealth, or status, and everything to do with self-awareness and self-respect. It's the ability to walk into any room and feel completely at ease without needing to impress anyone. If you want to cultivate this kind of confidence, start by focusing on self-acceptance, personal growth, and a strong sense of purpose. Over time, this quiet assurance will naturally draw people toward you, making you not only more attractive, but also more fulfilled in every area of life. Remember, confidence isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being the most certain in yourself. And that certainty, that quiet power, is what makes confidence truly irresistible. The second reason, the power of standing out. Most younger women are used to being around men their age, guys who are constantly glued to their phones, adjusting their hair every few seconds or trying too hard to be funny. Then in walks an older man who isn't desperate for attention. He's comfortable in his own skin. That contrast is striking. When a younger woman smiles at you, it's often because she recognizes that difference. She sees the way you hold eye contact when you speak, how you listen more than you talk, and how you don't rely on nervous jokes to keep a conversation going. It's refreshing. Presence is one of the most powerful tools an older man can possess. Many younger men struggle with distractions, whether it's social media, video games, or a general lack of focus. When you enter a room with quiet confidence, exuding a sense of ease, it captures attention naturally. You don't have to put on a show or prove yourself. Instead, your authenticity does the work for you. This presence is cultivated over years of life experience. You've dealt with challenges, navigated setbacks, and learned how to remain composed in different situations. That calmness and steadiness is magnetic, especially to younger women who are used to dealing with men still finding their way in life. A friend of mine, a 45-year-old business executive, once told me that he never had trouble connecting with younger women. His secret: he never tried to be something he wasn't. He focused on his interests, dressed well, and stayed present in conversations. That natural confidence made him stand out in a sea of uncertain young men. Emotional maturity is another key factor that makes older men stand out. Younger women often encounter guys who struggle with emotional regulation, whether it's insecurity, jealousy, or an inability to handle serious conversations. An older man who has mastered his emotions, who knows how to express himself clearly without drama, immediately distinguishes himself. Being emotionally mature means you can offer stability. It means you don't get rattled by small things, and you know how to navigate difficult conversations with ease. Women find this reassuring. They don't have to play guessing games or wonder if you'll overreact to a situation. Instead, they see you as someone who brings a calming influence into their life. Another acquaintance of mine, a 50-year-old artist, shared that his most attractive trait was his ability to listen without judgment. He wasn't trying to fix problems or impress with quick solutions. He simply provided a space where women felt heard and understood. That level of emotional intelligence made him stand out effortlessly. Confidence is often mistaken for arrogance, but there is a fine line between the two. True confidence comes from self-assurance and experience, not from needing external validation. When you know who you are and what you bring to the table, it shows in your demeanor. Younger men may seek approval through flashy displays, whether it's through excessive gym selfies, showing off their latest gadgets, or boasting about their achievements. In contrast, an older man who simply carries himself with quiet confidence stands out as someone who doesn't need to prove anything. This kind of confidence is incredibly attractive because it is rooted in authenticity rather than performance. How you present yourself plays a crucial role in making an impression. Older men who dress with intention, wearing well-fitted clothing that suits their personality and lifestyle, naturally exude an aura of sophistication. You don't need to follow every fashion trend or dress like someone decades younger. Instead, focus on timeless pieces that highlight your maturity. A well-tailored blazer, high-quality leather shoes, and a simple yet elegant watch can speak volumes about your attention to detail. One of my colleagues, a 48-year-old consultant, always looked effortlessly put together. He invested in quality over quantity, favoring classic styles that made him appear distinguished rather than trying to fit into fleeting trends. The result? He consistently turned heads without trying too hard. Engaging conversations are a lost art. Many young men struggle to maintain discussions beyond surface-level topics, often defaulting to pop culture references or social media trends. In contrast, an older man with well-rounded knowledge and thoughtful insights can create meaningful connections. When you share your experiences, lessons learned, and unique perspectives, you become a person of substance. Younger women appreciate this because it offers them something new, a conversation that challenges them, expands their thinking, and engages them on a deeper level. Example: a mentor of mine, a 55-year-old author, had an uncanny ability to turn any discussion into a fascinating dialogue. Whether he was talking about history, travel, or philosophy, he always had a way of making conversations engaging. Women were drawn to this depth because it made interactions with him intellectually stimulating. At the core of standing out is embracing who you are without apology. Too many men, regardless of age, fall into the trap of trying to fit into someone else's expectations. But true confidence and appeal come from fully owning your identity. If you have a passion for classical music, embrace it. If you love hiking and the outdoors, talk about it. If you enjoy deep philosophical discussions, don't shy away from them. The more you lean into your genuine interests and strengths, the more effortlessly you attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Another key difference between older and younger men is patience. Many younger men rush interactions, hoping for immediate validation or results. An older man, however, understands the value of taking his time, whether in conversation, relationships, or even simple daily interactions. Patience signals confidence. It shows that you are in control of your emotions, that you don't need instant gratification, and that you are willing to let things unfold naturally. This relaxed approach makes interactions more enjoyable and stress-free for both parties. Standing out isn't about trying harder, it's about being more authentic. The more comfortable you are in your own skin, the more naturally you will attract attention. Presence, emotional maturity, confidence, style, intellectual depth, and patience all contribute to making an older man effortlessly captivating. Rather than chasing validation, focus on embodying the qualities that make you a man of value. When you do, you won't just stand out, you'll be unforgettable. The third reason stability is attractive: the underrated power of a grounded life. In the ever-evolving landscape of relationships, one quality remains timeless in its appeal: stability. While youth is often associated with passion, spontaneity, and adventure, stability is an equally powerful force that draws people together, particularly in romantic relationships. Stability is not just about financial security, it encompasses emotional, psychological, and even physical steadiness. Older men, by virtue of their experiences and maturity, often exude a level of stability that is inherently attractive to younger women. But why does this happen? Why do people, especially younger women, gravitate toward those who embody consistency, reliability, and emotional composure? This article explores the various dimensions of stability and why it is such an appealing quality in relationships. 1. The psychology of stability in relationships. Psychologists have long studied what makes people attractive to one another. While physical attraction often plays a significant role in initial interactions, long-term attraction is deeply rooted in psychological and emotional factors. One of these factors is the ability to provide a sense of safety and security. The human need for security, according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Safety and security are fundamental human needs that must be met before individuals can pursue love, esteem, and self-actualization. This means that stability is not just a preference, but a deep-seated psychological requirement. When someone feels secure in a relationship, they can fully express themselves, pursue their goals, and navigate life's uncertainties with confidence. In contrast, relationships that lack stability, where emotional turbulence, financial unpredictability, or unreliable behavior is present, can cause stress and anxiety. Younger women, whether consciously or unconsciously, recognize that a stable partner allows for a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. 2. Financial stability, more than just wealth. While financial security is not the only component of stability, it is an important one. Money does not necessarily buy happiness, but it does provide a level of freedom and ease that makes life more manageable. It is a common misconception that younger women are solely attracted to wealthy men. In reality, financial stability is far more attractive than mere wealth. A man who has managed his finances wisely, regardless of his income level, demonstrates responsibility and foresight, qualities that indicate he can provide a secure environment. Stability in finances means having a steady income, managing expenses wisely, avoiding reckless financial behavior, planning for the future. A younger woman who is focused on building her own life appreciates a partner who has already established a secure foundation, rather than someone who is still figuring things out financially. 3. Emotional stability, the anchor in a storm. While financial stability is tangible, emotional stability is just as critical, if not more so. Emotional stability refers to a person's ability to remain calm, composed, and resilient in the face of life's ups and downs. Why emotional stability is attractive? Predictability in reactions. A man who is emotionally stable does not react impulsively to stress, conflict, or unexpected challenges. This reliability creates a safe space where a partner feels heard and supported. Confidence and self-control. Older men often exhibit greater emotional self-regulation, making them more attractive than younger men who may still be grappling with impulsivity and emotional immaturity. Less drama, more maturity. A stable individual does not engage in unnecessary drama. He understands the importance of communication, problem-solving, and compromise. A source of comfort. During difficult times, an emotionally stable man provides reassurance rather than adding to the chaos. This trait is deeply appealing to someone looking for a trustworthy long-term partner. 4. Mental stability. The power of experience and wisdom. Beyond emotional stability, mental stability plays a crucial role in attraction. Mental resilience, cultivated through life experiences, allows a person to navigate challenges with wisdom rather than reactionary behavior. Wisdom from life experience. Older men have lived through hardships, made mistakes, and learned valuable lessons. This wisdom translates into sound decision-making and the ability to offer meaningful advice. Emotional intelligence. A mentally stable person understands human emotions and can empathize with others, making them excellent communicators and partners. Sense of purpose. A stable man knows what he wants in life, reducing uncertainty in the relationship. Younger partners find security in someone who has a clear sense of direction. 5. Stability as a foundation for long-term relationships. Stability is not just attractive, it is essential for long-term relationship success. A relationship built on passion alone can fade when challenges arise. However, when stability is present, couples can weather life's storms together. Stability allows for trust and dependability. When someone is stable, their partner knows they can rely on them, fostering deep trust. Healthy communication. Stability prevents destructive arguments and encourages open, honest conversations. Growth together. A secure relationship environment allows both partners to grow as individuals while maintaining a strong bond. Reduced stress. Stability eliminates unnecessary stress and uncertainty, allowing for a more fulfilling connection. 6. How stability enhances attraction over time. While physical attraction can fade, stability remains a consistently appealing quality. Over time, people come to appreciate reliability, emotional support, and the ability to navigate life's uncertainties together. Younger women who are thinking about long-term happiness are naturally drawn to men who provide stability rather than fleeting excitement. As people mature, their relationship priorities shift. What may have been exciting in youth, spontaneity, unpredictability, and even chaos, can become exhausting. Stability, which may have seemed boring at first, becomes one of the most desirable qualities in a partner. 7. The balance between stability and adventure. While stability is crucial, it does not mean a relationship must be devoid of excitement. The best relationships strike a balance between stability and adventure. A stable man who also brings a sense of curiosity, fun, and passion into the relationship creates the perfect combination of security and excitement. Ways to balance stability and excitement. Planning adventures together. Travel, new experiences, and shared goals keep the relationship dynamic. Keeping the spark alive. Stability does not mean monotony. Surprising a partner, keeping romance alive, and maintaining a sense of humor add excitement. Encouraging personal growth. A stable relationship should allow each partner to pursue their passions and personal development. In a world that often prioritizes instant gratification and temporary excitement, stability remains a rare and deeply attractive quality. Younger women, whether consciously or unconsciously, recognize the value of a man who is financially responsible, emotionally composed, and mentally resilient. Stability is not about being boring. It is about providing a strong foundation for love to flourish. When a younger woman smiles at an older man, it may be because she sees in him not just experience, but a deep sense of reliability, wisdom, and emotional security. And in the long run, these qualities are the true markers of a fulfilling and enduring relationship. The fourth reason experience brings depth. Life experience is attractive. Period. When a younger woman smiles at you, she may be sensing that you have stories to tell, wisdom to share, and a perspective that extends beyond superficial concerns. Unlike younger men who might be caught up in impressing others, older men tend to focus on enjoying the moment. That difference is significant. Younger women notice it. They appreciate depth. They enjoy engaging with someone who can teach them something valuable. The value of lived experience. Depth comes from experience. It comes from the lessons learned through failures and successes, from the insights gained through challenges, and from the wisdom acquired over time. When a person has travelled, loved, lost, and grown, they exude a quiet confidence that cannot be faked. This is what makes experienced individuals so compelling. Many younger men are still trying to prove themselves. They may be caught up in status, wealth, or social validation, but older men, having already experienced these pursuits, often see beyond them. They understand that true fulfillment does not come from external validation, but from internal contentment. This perspective is deeply attractive. One of the key ways experience manifests is through conversation. A well-lived life brings stories, reflections, and insights that go beyond the usual small talk. This is why older men often make for fascinating conversationalists. For example, I once met an older gentleman who had travelled to over 50 countries. He could talk about everything from art to philosophy to history. His presence alone made people want to listen. That kind of depth is captivating. When he spoke, he painted vivid pictures of the places he had seen, the people he had met, and the lessons he had learned. His words carried weight because they were rooted in experience, not theory. This ability to engage deeply in conversation is incredibly appealing. Younger women in particular are drawn to those who can introduce them to new perspectives, challenge their thinking, and help them grow. With experience also comes emotional intelligence. Older individuals tend to be more self-aware and more capable of handling emotions in a balanced way. They have learned how to navigate conflict, communicate effectively, and understand the complexities of relationships. This emotional depth is reassuring. A younger person may struggle with insecurity, jealousy, or impulsiveness, whereas someone with experience is more likely to offer stability, understanding, and wisdom. That sense of security is attractive because it creates an environment where meaningful connections can flourish. Another trait that often accompanies life experience is quiet confidence. This is different from arrogance. Arrogance is based on insecurity and the need for validation, while true confidence comes from knowing oneself and being comfortable with who you are. Older individuals are less likely to feel the need to prove themselves. They are not easily rattled by social expectations or peer pressure. This self-assurance is magnetic. When someone is secure in their own identity, they naturally attract others who appreciate authenticity. There is also an undeniable appeal in learning from someone who has already walked the path ahead. Throughout history, mentorship has played a crucial role in personal development. Many younger women appreciate the wisdom and guidance that an experienced partner can provide. This does not mean that relationships between younger and older individuals are inherently imbalanced. Rather, they offer a unique dynamic where both parties bring something valuable to the table. The older individual offers wisdom, while the younger one offers fresh perspectives and youthful energy. One of the most enriching aspects of experience is exposure to different cultures and ways of thinking. Traveling the world, meeting diverse people, and immersing oneself in different traditions all contribute to a broader perspective on life. For example, someone who has spent time in various countries will likely have a more nuanced understanding of human nature. They will appreciate different forms of art, cuisine, and philosophy. This makes them more adaptable, open-minded, and interesting to be around. A younger person who engages with someone who has such a rich background gains an opportunity to see the world through a different lens. This can be deeply enriching and transformative. Experience also plays a crucial role in relationships. Someone who has been through various phases of love and companionship understands the importance of emotional intelligence, communication, and compromise. They know that relationships are not about control or possession, but about mutual respect and growth. They recognize that love is not just about passion, but also about friendship, trust, and shared values. This understanding allows them to build deeper, more meaningful connections. People with experience are often excellent storytellers. They have lived through moments of triumph and failure, adventure and reflection. Their stories are filled with life lessons that inspire and educate others. When an older individual shares a personal story, it is not just about entertainment, it is about passing on wisdom. Stories have the power to shape our understanding of the world. They teach us about resilience, perseverance, and the beauty of human existence. In a world that often prioritizes youth and superficiality, depth stands out. Experience brings wisdom, confidence, emotional intelligence, and the ability to engage in meaningful conversations. It allows people to navigate life with grace and share valuable insights with others. This is why life experience is attractive. It creates a presence that draws others in, not through force or performance, but through authenticity and depth. Younger individuals especially are drawn to those who can offer them something beyond the surface, a new perspective, a guiding hand, and a deeper understanding of life. Ultimately, experience is not just about age. It is about how one has lived, what one has learned, and how one chooses to share those lessons with the world. And that kind of depth will always be captivating. The fifth reason the psychological test, human interactions are filled with subtle tests, tiny moments of unconscious probing where we gauge others' personalities, confidence, and emotional responses. One of the most common yet unnoticed social tests is the simple act of smiling. Sometimes a smile isn't just a smile. It carries an underlying purpose, an invisible assessment of the person on the receiving end. A younger woman may smile at an older man not just out of politeness, but as a subtle test. The way he reacts provides insights into his personality, social confidence, and level of self-assurance. Does he become flustered and avert his gaze? Does he ignore it altogether? Or does he return the smile with calm, quiet confidence? These reactions serve as unconscious cues, helping individuals assess whether someone aligns with the traits they subconsciously seek in social interactions, friendships, or even romantic connections. Confidence, emotional intelligence, and self-assurance are all evaluated in the split second it takes to respond to a simple smile. Smiling is one of the most universal nonverbal cues in human communication. It signals warmth, openness, and friendliness. However, it is also a tool for social probing. This smile test is often performed without conscious awareness. It's an automatic behavior driven by instinct rather than intention. When a woman smiles at an older man, she may not be deliberately testing him, but rather observing his response as a way to understand his level of self-possession. 3 common reactions and their interpretations. 1. Flustered and awkward reaction. If a man becomes visibly flustered, looks away, or fumbles with his response, it suggests a lack of confidence or discomfort in social situations. This reaction might indicate insecurity, a lack of self-worth, or even nervousness around younger women. In some cases, an awkward response might stem from shyness rather than lack of confidence. However, the overall impression is that the individual is unprepared for the interaction, which can lead to diminished intrigue or attraction. 2. Indifference or ignoring the smile. Some individuals might simply not notice the smile or choose to ignore it. This could be due to a variety of reasons: lack of interest, distraction, or a sense of detachment from social dynamics. While indifference might signal confidence in some cases, it can also be interpreted as aloofness or unavailability. If the person appears completely disengaged, it might be perceived as emotional unavailability rather than quiet self-assurance. 3. Confident, warm response. A confident man will return the smile in a way that feels natural and self-assured. He does not overreact, nor does he appear flustered. Instead, he acknowledges the moment, reciprocates the energy. This reaction is often seen as the most attractive and reassuring. It signals that the person is comfortable in his own skin, open to social interaction, and capable of handling subtle human exchanges with ease. Why confidence matters more than appearance. One of the most fascinating aspects of this test is that confidence often outweighs physical appearance. Many studies in psychology suggest that perceived confidence is a major factor in attraction. A well-dressed, physically attractive man who lacks confidence may not leave as strong an impression as a man who exudes quiet self-assurance, even if his appearance is more average. Confidence is not about arrogance or dominance. It is about a deep sense of self-worth, an understanding that validation does not need to come from external sources. This type of confidence is magnetic because it suggests emotional stability and strength. True confidence isn't about being flashy. It's about knowing your worth without needing external validation. A man who smiles back with quiet assurance is not trying to impress. He is simply comfortable in his own presence. This comfort naturally draws people in, making them feel at ease and intrigued. Nonverbal communication plays an essential role in how we assess others. Studies suggest that over 70% of communication is nonverbal, meaning that much of what we understand about a person comes not from what they say, but from how they carry themselves. Elements that complement the smile test. Eye contact. Maintaining steady yet relaxed eye contact suggests confidence and engagement. Posture. Standing or sitting with an open posture signals self-assurance. Micro-expressions. Subtle facial expressions can reveal true emotions beneath the surface. Hand gestures, purposeful yet natural hand movements, enhance communication and reinforce confidence. If someone tends to respond awkwardly or hesitantly to social tests like the smile test, the good news is that confidence can be developed and refined over time. Here are some key strategies to enhance self-assurance in social settings. 1. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Understanding your own reactions and thought processes allows for better control over nonverbal cues. Mindfulness techniques such as meditation can help cultivate a calmer and more present mindset. 2. Embrace rejection. Fear of rejection often leads to self-doubt and hesitation. By reframing rejection as a natural part of life, one can develop resilience and maintain confidence even in uncertain situations. 3. Develop strong body language. Confident body language can influence not only how others perceive you, but also how you feel about yourself. Standing tall, maintaining good posture, and using purposeful gestures can significantly improve social interactions. 4. Engage in social practice. Like any skill, social confidence improves with practice. Engaging in conversations, making eye contact, and observing the responses of others can help refine one's ability to navigate social situations with ease. Cultivate internal validation. Confidence should come from an internal sense of self-worth rather than external approval. By developing a strong personal identity and values, individuals can remain confident regardless of how others react. While the smile test is a small-scale example, social tests happen in many areas of life. Job interviews, negotiations, friendships, and romantic relationships all involve subtle, often unconscious assessments of character, confidence, and compatibility. Understanding these social tests allows individuals to navigate interactions more effectively, ensuring they present themselves in the most authentic and self-assured way possible. The key is not to become overly analytical or performative, but to cultivate natural confidence that aligns with one's true self. A simple smile can reveal more than words ever could. It serves as a psychological test, a means of assessing confidence, emotional intelligence, and self-assurance. How one responds to this test can determine social perceptions, attraction levels, and even deeper interpersonal connections. The essence of confidence lies in self-acceptance and inner security. A man who returns a smile with quiet ease is not merely reacting to an external stimulus, he is demonstrating a profound, unshakable sense of self-worth. And that, more than anything else, is what makes confidence truly attractive.